It's that time again! Thanks for tuning in! I'm your host, the Joker. Harley! Harley! You see? Let's get to know our legendary contestants.
Welcome to DCUO Legend Spotlight. My name is Jemmy, and today we will learn more about the Man of Steel, shortened to Steel. So let's start off with a little bit of background. When fighting crime, he goes by Steel, but on an average day, his name is John Henry Irons. John Irons was a genius at his craft, but one day, one of his weapons fell to wrong hands and was used to kill the lives of many innocent people. Devastated and weighed by the guilt, he left his former life and assumed a more quiet one. While working on a skyscraper, John fell while trying to save another coworker, and as he fell to his death, Superman saved him. Grateful, John asked what could he do to repay such an act, and Superman replied, "Live a life worth saving." Those few words resonated within John. During the chaotic fight between Superman and Doomsday, John offered his aid but was buried under the wreckage, knocking him out cold. And when he finally awoke, John found his hero was dead and the city Superman protected was now in disarray. John Irons created his suit to assume the hero Steel to keep order in Superman's memory. So with that said, let's take a look at his skills. Steel's movement is flight, as his suit allows him to do so. His choice of weaponry is the two-handed iconic hammer. The first skill on his loadout is Hammer Drop, as Steel strikes his mighty hammer, damaging and knocking back enemies. The skill is safe to use against blocking targets, however the knockback effect will not apply. Though this skill appears to be a 360-degree AoE, actually the Hammer Drop is a conal AoE affecting only enemies standing in front of Steel. The second skill is Atom Splitter, where Steel unleashes electric currents from his hammer that stuns and damages his enemies. This skill also places a short damage over time. Atom Splitter is safe to use against blocking targets, however it is vulnerable to lunges, so just be aware of when to use this skill. Against a group of enemies, this skill is a 360-degree AoE around Steel that stuns, damages, and knocks back all foes in front and behind him. The third skill is Hammerang. Steel throws his hammer towards his enemy, and as the hammer returns back to him, it knocks back, damages, and places a dot. This skill is safe to use against blocking targets, however the knockback effect will not apply. As for the dot, all enemies will take reduced damage as long as they are holding that block. Hammerang is also a front conal AoE, knocking back, damaging, and placing a dot on all enemies standing in front of him. The fourth skill on his bar is Big Swing. Swinging his hammer around, Steel uses that momentum to vault himself forward, knocking back and damaging his enemy. This skill is safe to use against blocking targets, however the knockback effect will not apply. In group fights, Big Swing is a single target skill only affecting one enemy at a time. The damage will register to the first enemy in the line of sight. The next skill is Steelworks Proximity Mine. This skill can be used right on top of an enemy for immediate damage that knocks back and places a burning dot. Or it could be used as a trap that goes off when an enemy stumbles upon it. A great location to place these mines would be on top of nodes. This skill is safe to use against blocking targets, however the knockback effect will not apply, and as long as your enemy is holding that block, they will take reduced dot damage. Against enemy groups, when using the mines immediately, it will knock up, damage, and burn all enemies who are nearby the location of that mine. And last but not least, Prototype Protective Barrier is a shield that negates incoming damage for a short period of time. So that is pretty much it for Steel, guys. A commonality in his skills seems to focus on dots as well as crowd control. Paired with his shield, it will help Steel to last for quite a bit on the map, as he is able to negate some damage while he continues to eat away his opponent's life by refreshing those dots. Steel is a marketplace buy available to you to purchase with Station Cash through the DCUO website or in-game marketplace. Thank you so much for watching. If you missed the latest addition to the Legends roster, Supergirl, I'll go ahead and leave her spotlight in the center right here for you. If you would like to stay updated with the latest videos as soon as we upload them, we would love you to join us by clicking that subscribe button right up top or right below. I do also have a new vlog up that you could go ahead and check out in the center here as well, with the subscribe for my vlog page will be right on the bottom. You could also find me on other forms of social media such as Twitter, Facebook, and more, with all the convenient links listed in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!